Ty Schmidt has one.
Yeah, Coach, we recently saw that Bob Saleh is in Green Bay doing a little, I guess I don't really know what he's doing there. Him and LaFleur obviously have a very close relationship. He said he's going to be helping out with the offense, strangely enough. What do you think of this whole situation, and what can the Packers gain from this?
I love it for Coach Saleh. Obviously, there is a relationship there, Ty. For him to be able to stay connected to the game, he's getting paid by the Jets, right? Mm-hmm. And he's getting paid for another year. I think he's got another year on top of that. So
6'8".
He's doing this all pro bono for these guys. It's gratis. It keeps him connected. When I was out in 2018 after I got fired in 17 here in Indy, I had an opportunity to do some things like this for some coaches that I knew. Dirk Cutter was the head coach down at Tampa, and I put eyes on some things for him every week. So he's going to look at probably, red area defense. He's going to look at third down, some 2-minute stuff, and give LaFleur and that offensive staff a little bit different perspective.
Okay, so whenever you said defense there, red area, I think there is a real effort here to be like, he's not on the defensive side. Because the defense for the Packers got to figure it out,
yeah,
right?
It's humming right now, yeah.
Defense is playing the best it's played in a long time. Mm-hmm. So I think there was a big effort for LaFleur to say he's going to be on the offensive side, getting a defensive kind of set of eyes on it. How often does that happen for, like, offensive guys to get defensive coaches to look at things and then defense coordinators to get offensive
I think probably more than we know. This is just public because the guy's been fired and they have him out there and he's been seen on the – so they had to talk about it and describe, because they are doing great. Hafley's doing a phenomenal job with that Packer defense, and just say, hey, look, this gives us a little bit different perspective, a defensive guy telling us ahead of time, like advanced scouting. So whoever's next on the schedule, he's going to take a look at that team, that defense, give a presentation, give a write-up to LaFleur and the offensive coaches. Here's what they're doing. If I was doing this, we play this, this is what hurt us. This would hurt us. So maybe attack this player, this scheme, this coverage.
Could you imagine if the Packers go and win the Super Bowl? I tweeted it last night. If the Packers go and win the Super Bowl here and Coach Saleh gets a ring while getting paid by the Jets with the Aaron and LaFleur and then – just everything about it. It would be an all-time. It would be one of the greatest NFL football stories of all time. And if he's doing advanced scouting, remember when he was just focused on, doing one thing, coaching, as opposed to dealing with everything that head coaching has. That's why he got the job.
Exactly.
It's because how great he was. So him and LaFleur, I think, were roommates in college.
Yep.
They were best men in each other's wedding. It's like getting somebody that you're like best friends with back in your life. Good. Okay, that's good energy every single day. Even check you sometimes, probably that other people aren't willing or able to potentially check you. Both sides kind of doing that. And then also to get his big-ass brain just focused on one thing. Are the Packers going to get better because of Coach Saleh coming in town? Feels like much better almost.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm excited about because it is easy to forget about how good he was in San Francisco because with recency bias, it's just like, oh, this guy was a dog shit head coach. He was so bad in New York. But like you said, there's a reason he got that job. There's a reason he was the hottest, candidate for a head coaching position because he was absolutely unbelievable with the Niners defense. So, yeah, maybe this is all it takes to kind of get that passion back because it was like he was a completely different guy when he got the head coaching position than he was when he was on the sidelines in San Francisco.
Is Sirianni 6 foot, or is Saleh 6'8"?
I believe so.
Hey, son of a bitch.
I mean, geez, look at that guy.
Looks like Xerxes.
You saw him in 300, yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, he is a monster.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just the way the photo's set up, but it looks like he's almost maybe behind that other guy.
Yeah, could be. I mean, look at the fence behind him. That's 12 feet, and he's 3/4 of the way up.
Yeah.
So.
The guy's a sky king.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why he's so good at defense. The guy is seeing from the
booth on the field.
Yeah, bingo. From the booth on the field. Robert Saleh football. That is,
look out.
What were we going to say?
Tomlin did this with Beeflo. Now, Beeflo stayed on the defensive side. He didn't go to the offensive side. But I tell you what, it did not hurt the Steelers' defense that year. Like, it was when you get another mind that is a defensive mind that's as great as Flores was and as Saleh is, like, it's not going to hurt your team.
Yeah, especially if LaFleur is going to add it into his repertoire for what game he's calling. Jordan Love's only going to get better. Maybe all of a sudden it's, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Maybe it's 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Whoa.
That'd be
Take
sweet.
that.
Huh?
Take that. Maybe 4 touchdowns. Maybe 5 touchdowns, no picks.
What?
None?
Maybe. I don't know.
You think that's going to happen?
I think so. I think there's a chance.
Especially with Coach Saleh there.
Yeah.
What if it goes the other way?
Yeah, what if he comes in and says, hey, Jordan, you know what you actually need to do?
And then all of a sudden, oh, no. What if he does start working on mechanics and techniques as opposed to scheme and strategy?
Jordan
Love will tell him to shut up.
Yeah. He ain't doing
So, yeah, your offense
going to that,
was
bro.
performing like gangbusters in New York. Why don't you focus on the
But he was a
defense,
sweet
Coach?
boy.
You think Jordan Love's going to say that?
I think he will. This is Jordan Love's team. He knows it. He's a leader of men.
You know what's crazy is the Jets' defense since he left.
Yeah.
See those numbers?
Not great.
Gone on the pooper a bit.
It's worse.
And I think we all anticipated with Olbrich taking on the head coaching duties as well that there'd be some, give back. But they're like over 100 yards worse, giving up. And
You're saying
they
Saleh's got maybe an okay brain. When it comes to
No,
football
he's
strategizing?
defensive brain. When he was there, they were giving up 15 points a game, and since he's been gone, now it's 30.
Well, they had to play the Steelers. Coach.
Since he's been gone. All right, next, last one.
Yeah, Coach, looking to tonight, Cooper Kupp back for the Rams. What are your expectations for him, especially as everybody's telling him, like, hey, you better enjoy putting that jersey on because you're never putting it on again, son.
Well, that's probably the Vikings' biggest nightmare because if you think back to week 1, he was targeted 22 times. I think he had 14 catches, a ton of yards. This guy's a machine. All the pre-snap motion they do with him, they haven't been able to do with the young guys. But I loved his answer when they asked him in the media about the trade talks. He's just like, be where my feet are. He just gave the be where.
That's a classic Chuck Pagano.
Be where my feet are. I've got a job to do. This is the National Football League. This happens when you're, 2017, he came in there with McVay in his first year. So he's been an all-star. It wouldn't, for him, he's been a little bit banged up. He's been a little bit injured. He's done a great job for him. Maybe he gets a fresh start. Who knows? But he's going to go out there and ball tonight.
All right, that's been the Coach Pagano hot seat. Great.
Coach.